Well, I'm on the farm today, and this is day 3 of clearing the autumn olives from the field around the barn. Obviously, we're not over there. Picking up some sticks off of that field, the kind of stuff that would foul up our cutters and balers, and then the guy with the Forestry Mulcher, he's going to run over a lot of this stuff. But anyway, got the farm all 350 over here, and putting some of this stuff on the burn pile, and let me mosey over to the field and I'll show you what's going on. So a couple of bits of info on the last couple of videos. There was a lot of shakiness in the video, and my hand is not the steadiest there is, but I didn't think I was shaking that much, and turned out my rock steady setting on this DJI Osmo action camera was turned off. I think I got it turned on. We'll see when I process the video. So first order of business today was to level these burn piles, and I'll tell you, that Forestry Mulcher over there, it can do a number on a, I mean, you can't hardly get a fire started as fast as he put this burn pile level to the ground. He also went over some of the other burn piles we had, and then up here next to the woods, had a couple of bigger burn piles that you've seen in my videos. He took care of them. If he's got time later today, if he gets finished, it takes longer than you think. You think that he just runs right over that stuff, but he has to go over it and back over it, and you know, these autumn olives, they kind of fight back too. But if he does get finished, he's going to run back over some of this stuff and just try to grind it up a little more, and so that'll be good. So this was the other, there were 2 big burn piles in here, and he really knocked these things to bits. This was debris that came from where I had a guy with a backhoe and thumb in here. I got some video of that somewhere I need to find and put up. But so the objective today, aside from knocking out these burn piles, is there's a little section of autumn olives down there that he's dealing with, and then he's going to come in along this bank down through here and try to push that boundary up to where it starts going up like that. And I see no reason I can't expand my hayfield all the way up to, you know, the edge. Obviously it drops down, but as it starts to go up, that's kind of the perimeter. So he'll be doing that, and then a little bit of stuff down along the creek if he has time. I'd like for him to get, and but this and this is the highest priority, and of course getting rid of these old burn piles, that's just one less thing we got to do with a match, and I don't like matches and burn piles anymore. You kind of got to stand to the side when you're filming him, because that mulcher will throw stuff. I probably shouldn't even be standing to the side, but it's my place, I'll do it as I want. But that thing will throw a stick a long ways, front or back. Just amazing how he grinds that stuff down, and he's going to take on that autumn olive right there. I used to pull those things out with my Farmall 756 gasser when I had it, and it would take them out of the ground, but it would leave a divot. And then he had all that mess to deal with. I'll just kind of hang here with him while he goes after some of these. There's another big one. There's a couple of trees up in there too. Southwest Virginia Land Clearing, that's who's doing this, and he's got a website, but he's got an awesome YouTube channel too, so you need to check it out. I'll hang here with you a little bit, with him a little bit, and then we'll walk around in behind over along the edge of the trees over there, and I'll show you what I got in mind. There's no zoom on this camera. This is a DJI action camera, the original. I think they're on version 3. I think they're on version 3 now. But if it's little, like you know, little autumn olives and really stuff you can get a bush hog on, he just, I don't think you'd have to stop driving. It's a great day here in the mountains of Virginia, and I actually took the day off from work to be up here, and then I got some other fish to fry today too. So we're picking up some of the sticks like I showed earlier, and you know, we'll do the best we can with that. And like I say, if he's got time, he'll go back over some of that. I'm hoping I have him in here for the whole day, and so that's a good thing. So when he gets on up to here, he'll be done with that section. So this is the third video, or day, it's not the third video, but it's day 3. And then I've got some drone videos I'll put up. And I also have some camcorder videos. We just have an old camcorder we use for family videos. It's really old, but you know, you can zoom in on it, and for whatever reason, the audio on that camera is so great. If you got a good sound system on your stereo, it really brings out the sound, especially the bass. Like my 1105 Massey's got a rumble to it that camcorder is the only one that really captures it and does justice to it. All right, I'm gonna mosey up here to the gate, and then I'll show you what I got in mind. Keep in mind the perimeter of this field as I get up there to talk. So when people come in, I prefer to have them come off the main road down into here, and they'll go through this double gate, and then they'll kind of go down and make their way over to my barn. When I put this gate up, I made the hinges on this gate, on this pole, so that the gate would swing open like that. And then on this pole right here, instead of having the hinge come out this way, I put it on the side. And the goal was that this gate right here could swing around 180 degrees. And so as he does the mulching on here, the ultimate goal is to have the hay customer come in instead of making a sharp turn. And I'll trim this tree back a little bit, but I like to leave them, and I'll tell you that why I do that here in just a minute. But I want the customer to come in, but this gate's wide enough where they can kind of come in like this. And then as he gets this thing cleared, what I want is for the customer to go down along the edge of the field, come around back there, come back up and come to the back side of my barn and stay out of the middle of my field. That's what I have in mind. So he's just on the other side of those autumn olives, and he'll be working his way down this way. And then the next thing he'll do, item 1 was the burn piles. This is item 2, if you will. And then item 3, you can see that there's potential field going up along the edge of this field right here. And I'm kind of keeping an eye on where I'm at, because I don't want him breaking through and I'm standing here in front of his machine. But you can see that's not a great deal of slope going up there. Once you get up so far, there's some pretty big rocks, probably from when they built the highway through here. But it'd be nice if we could just kind of get up like that. And the nice thing about it is it kind of pans towards the sun, so something ought to grow on that. We just got to get these autumn olives off of it. So I'll come back. Before I forget, I mentioned this tree right here. I want to trim back the overhang that might get in somebody's trailer, but it's nice to have trees along the perimeter of the field because they make a nice fence that a car or a truck can't get through. And you know, the county doesn't come along and tax the crap out of you for an improvement. All right, so I'm down here in the corner of my field from the barn, and he's working. I'm kind of on the back side of this rig, and I want to get kind of away from it, but you can kind of see he's got a little chunk right over there, and then right in there that'll go all the way up to the gate. So this is what he's been working this morning. And like I say, it takes longer than you think to run over all this stuff and then back over it again. And these autumn olives are something else. And then of course there's a few trees that have grown in over the years too. And so this is the way it was when I bought this particular piece of property. This was not part of the main farm. And you know, the green space you see out there, for the most part, I pulled all that crap out with a tractor and a chain. So I'm gonna mosey on around, and then I'll come back. All right, I'm back out here, and he's finished this this field of autumn olives in here in this last section right down in here. And what he's doing now is kind of trimming back to the fence line. So he's working his way from down there up this way, and then hopefully we'll be able to move into that. Some pretty big cedar trees down in there. You can see him. He'll raise that head way up and just ride those trees down, kind of mulching them up as he goes. But it's something we need to do. And really, I've got my hay field. I mean, if he put the machine on the truck, we've accomplished the goal. But now we're kind of into what I would consider optional territory. If he can get it, okay. If he can't, that's okay too. But I think certainly this is going to be finished out here today, and I think he'll probably put a nice dent in some of this stuff. But I don't know, I might have to have him back another day. Probably won't be Probably won't be this year. I've kind of spent about as much money as I want, and you know, these things have to pencil out, as you can imagine, and so but it would be nice to get all this stuff down, like I said, so we can drive straight down through there along the edge of the field. But I'm very happy with the work. Again, Southwest Virginia Land Clearing. He's got the YouTube channel. He's been taking videos out here today, and I think he may have had his drone up. I didn't see it, but one of my boys said he has. I've got my drone out here. I don't know if I'm going to put it up or not, but I'll tell you what, that fence row, it's really fighting back. I used to crawl in around those autumn olives with a chain and pull them out, and a lot of times they would have the multiflora rose on them. Of course, they were thorny to begin with, and it wouldn't. More than once I came home with a shirt that had you know, rips and tears in it and scratches all over my arms. So I want to get him to knock down as much as I can. And he's also got some kind of a stump grinder that fits on a skid steer. Diamond, I think, is the name. That might not be the whole name. I want to say Black Diamond, but that's those are guitar strings. And anyway, I was thinking about maybe having him on the hill another day, maybe next winter. We've got some stumps up there that kind of impede us from, you know, putting cutter bars on the ground, and he might be able to take those things out. But you can see he's really doing a number on these cedar trees going down through here. I guess that's about the only way you can attack this fence line, is just to go up back and forth against it like he's doing. That's the end of that cedar tree. Okay, I'll come back. All right, so this section of the field is finished, and he's getting ready to start in on this embankment over here. He's going to cut in and work his way down this way, so I'll talk fast, and I'm hoping that'll go pretty quick. We're about to run out of time. That machine is unbelievable, and he does a nice job with it. But this tree right here, I'm gonna have to cut down and pull out. But you can see, like I talked about earlier, once I clear this gate ought to be able to go around 180 degrees. So that'll be a priority. And yeah, he's gonna do a number on that bank right there, and he won't go all the way up to the road, but we'll just kind of walk down this way a little bit, and probably need to get a pole saw out here and work on some of these limbs. And then he backed over this repeatedly, you know, to kind of grind it up, and reached over into the trees. So I'm very happy with how this field is shaped up, and he can get all that knocked out. This will be it's already a beautiful field, but it'll be just awesome. And I was kind of hoping he could get down in there a little bit, but I don't think there's going to be enough time. Some of that I can probably knock out with a bush hog. And there's a little culvert over there and some natural barriers, you know, to keep people from coming in here from that road on the side. I'm just going to kind of walk down here. And that little creek, you get a hard rain and it fills up. You get a real heavy rain and it can really, I don't know to what extent it floods in here, but I'll probably cut that out. But you can, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of a rise right in there, and that's actually a floodplain, and it's on the map, the deed for this property. And my understanding is what happens, the level of the creek doesn't get so high that it comes in here on its own. There's a creek here and there's one on the other side of that house, that property over there, and they feed into that creek. And then the creek makes a turn, and what happens is the creek can't take the water that's coming down, so it starts backing up, and it kind of backs up in here, kind of like filling up a bathtub. It's not like water is rolling down through here in a steady stream. It just kind of backs up in here, but I've never seen it. I have seen water gather right up to the edge of the field, and you know, right in here we'll probably put in a couple of posts or dump some debris down here just to keep somebody from driving through. I think if you had a rock crawler Jeep, you could probably drive through here. I don't think you're going to be bringing a car hauler in here to haul something away, but stranger things have happened here. But yeah, this is going to be a wonderful field, and we've already gathered soil samples. I'm going to be sending those in for a soil test, and I really wanted to plant Roundup Ready alfalfa in here, but I'm concerned that if my pH is not high enough, it might just be wasting my money, so we might have to go a different route. So I'm pondering all that, and I'll probably have a video about what I decide to do. My son hauled out a lot of limbs. I shouldn't say a lot, but it was a lot, from that section over there, and then the section way up in there. Still got some to do, but you know, we definitely want to get stuff like this picked up and stuff like that. And that's not too bad. He's done such a great job, you know, working this stuff and just turning it into just a pile of mulch. It's amazing what that thing will do. So anyway, I'm gonna let him keep doing his thing, and I'll check back here in just a little bit. All right, so the first, I would say 1/3 of this road frontage right here, he's knocked out, and he's setting up down there, and he'll come down. This is not too bad, but this corner looks fantastic, where he's cut this out. I'm gonna make my way down here, kind of away from the machine, and Southwest Virginia Land Clearing, that's the name of the guy. Mike is his name. I don't think he minds me telling him. He's not an anonymous person like me. But in any event, he's got a YouTube channel, and he has great content, and his video editing is just as good as it gets, I think. I just talk on here, and you know, I edit out the mistakes or things that make me look bad to the extent I can. And but he's got a nice YouTube channel, and so you can see the edge of the brush was right here, and that's how much it had grown in. And so this is partly why I wanted him in here another day, was to kind of push this boundary back. I didn't want him to go all the way up on the hill. Like I said before, that makes for a nice fence, and the county doesn't come along and tax the crap out of you for it. But you know, certainly I can bring hay equipment and just kind of make a sweep right around through here. I see no reason, you know, why would you not want this real estate back? And so he'll be working down this way. He's not going to get up into the bigger trees, and we're about to run out of time. The day's kind of getting long, and but it's definitely, you know, there's a few windrows of hay in through here, so it's great that he's able to do this. I was going to show you down here. I can't remember, but I think I came down here, but you know, we're right on the edge of this road, and I got to cut these trees out, and then I should be able to swing that gate 180 degrees like I talked about and just get it out of the way. But and I can come in here. He didn't come in behind this gravel pile. Probably that tree limb and stuff would impede him, but certainly I can come in here and take some of this crap out. But what a nice hayfield this is going to be. This has been a long time coming. So I'll come back. All right, the sun's about to get away from us, and he finished up this area right in here. We'll walk over to it, and that's all he's got left. That corner right there. So he started in that corner. That was kind of after lunch, a little bit after lunch, and he worked along that, finished up that part right over there with the autumn olives that were in the field, and then worked the tree line down through there, the fence road. Then he got up in that corner, which we just talked about, and then maneuvered his way on down this way. I see something over there that's blue, and I'm curious as to what it is. And basically, we're kind of running out of daylight, so I told him not to sweat getting up on the side of that bank. I mean, I can't really make hay up there anyway, but some of this stuff I can get a chainsaw in here and my front end loader and kind of clean this out. This looks like, I don't know what that is, like an old, some kind of roll of something. Anyway, so, you know, I can clear this out. I don't know that I really need him, even though he's taking down trees bigger than this. You can see as we get over in here, you start getting into some pretty good sized rocks, and this is just where they built up the road way back in the day when they first made it. But I can get in here and clean this out and cut these trees. That's no problem. So it's pretty exciting, you know. You can see it definitely expands the hayfield a little bit. And I mean, worst case, if I run a bush hog down through here just to have a border, I'm not so far over into the field. And so he should be breaking through that last patch of autumn olive right there. And there's some vines in there. That's going to be it's going to be a little more difficult. But yeah, we're winding down. We're winding down, and this has been money well spent. I just think I'm going to have a terrific field of hay in here at some point. I don't know if it'll be this summer, although I'm going to try to do something with it here this spring. But I had a video called Farm Victories, and without a doubt this is a victory here on the farm. Nice long field. To be nice long windrows in this field, whether you're going in that direction or this direction. And of course my barn just looks so much better with the autumn olives off of it. And of course now the eyesore is not the autumn olives, it's some of the junk I got piled around that barn. I got to get that out of there. But let me let him keep going, and I'll come back. This is day 3, clearing the autumn olives, the Forestry Mulcher versus the autumn olives, and bringing back a hay field. Okay, I got the farm all here and the utility trailer on the back of it. I'm getting ready to put it away, but we're done. And day 3 is concluded. It just looks fantastic. I got a few trees I'll cut down, like that one right over there, and then I can get up in the woods there a little further if I want to. But he came down in this corner. There was a real hard case tree right in here that had vines growing in it, and he just destroyed that. So that's about as far up as I wanted to go, and then you get into some rocks. But we can certainly back a bush hog up in there to some extent. But you know, we have a field back, and very happy with it. Very happy with the work that Mike Merritt, and hope I got his name pronounced right, and his company, his business, Southwest Virginia Land Clearing. And be sure and check out his YouTube channel. And this is a big day on this farm. It's been a long time coming, and wow, 3 days and we got a field. So I'll come back here in just a second. Mike here before he gets everything loaded up. Let me climb off this tractor.
Looking old tractor.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yep. It's only 64, 65 years old. Not that fancy stuff like you got. But we're just, this is kind of the last segment in this day 3 video. And just wanted to tell you, really appreciate the work you've done.
Yes,
and
thanks for having me.
Mike Merritt, right? I got that right? Southwest Virginia Land Clearing. And 3 days, and he's transformed this field into a completely different animal.
I want to come back in a year, or I want to come back in the fall, see what it looks like.
Yeah.
So we should do that.
Okay. We'll do that. And then I mentioned earlier in the video, you had said you had a stump grinder of some sort.
Yep.
Diamond.
Yes, diamond, casting on the front, just like that.
Yeah.
And it sticks out the front, and it goes back and forth like this.
And we got a few stumps over the hill. May think about maybe next year having you out here. We'll just have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you got a field that needs cleared and you're within striking distance of Mike, he's got a web page, Southwest Virginia Land Clearing. Is it .com? Check him out. Check out his YouTube channel and subscribe. He's got some great content, and just very glad you could come out and help transform this farm.
This was really cool. I mean, this stuff was thick, and a lot of it.
Yeah.
I was amazed at Because when we first rode around here and looked at it, I remember looking at that thinking it's a lot, but I had no idea how far across it was over there.
Yeah.
But
You're
that was an enormous amount.
You're probably sick of this place by now.
Nah, I'd love to sit back here and put my feet up. It's gorgeous out here right now. This is amazing.
Okay, so
look at this. It doesn't get better than this.
Well,
The temperature's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean everything. Blue breeze.
We kind of like it.
I know y'all can't feel that.
We kind of like it.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, so we're going to wind this video down, day 3, and I'll probably come back with another video, just kind of tooling around and talking shop another day. But for now, again, Mike Merritt, Southwest Virginia land clearing.
I've got my day 1 video out now, and I'll get my other ones out.
Yeah.
I'll have a day 2 and day 3.
Yeah. So.
So I may combine them. It just depends.
Yeah. So we're not sponsored in any way. We just kind of symbiotic relationship here, if you will. You know, I need the land cleared, and that's what he does. So it's all good. So kind of wind it down there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk to you later.